South Sudan beat Rwanda 68-56 to mark their first win at the FIBA World Cup Qualifiers Africa edition. Let's just give a round of applause to South Sudan. They just did their thing. They just came in under Coach Luol Deng and they just handled their business against Rwanda. So, okay, looking at the top performers, you got Kwany Ngor. He had a plus 20 efficiency, 18 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal. His matchup was against Nderitu from Rwanda. He had a plus 13 efficiency, 12 points, 3 rebounds. Let's just break it down real quick because this game I watched this game before. I watched the Kenya Morans versus Leopards game just a few minutes ago, and I actually watched this first game. So this game actually was pretty interesting because both teams shot pretty well from the field. Looking at how South Sudan came in, they shot 45% from 2-point field goals, 39.1% from deep, 60% from the line. And when you look at how Rwanda shot, they shot 46% from 2-point field goals. They really struggled from shooting at a good clip at 3 because they only shot 15.8%, which is not good. And from the free throw line, you can see they struggled a lot, 58.3. But both teams struggled, 60 for South Sudan, 58 for Rwanda. But looking at defensive rebounds, if we're looking at the rebounds department, you can see South Sudan really out-rebounded the Rwandan team, 31 defensive rebounds. Offensive rebounds for South Sudan were 10. Looking at Rwanda, 26 rebounds defensively and offensive rebounds 8. But looking at the key stats, you can see Rwanda really dominated in steals. They had 8 steals. Although, South Sudan were behind them with 5 steals. In the assist department, South Sudan shared the ball pretty well. 11 assists to Rwanda's 9. In the turnovers, you can see South Sudan really struggled in the turnovers department, 15 turnovers. And in the blocks, you can see Rwanda led in blocks with 3 blocks. South Sudan had 2 blocks. 14 turnovers for Rwanda. And in the fouls, you can see South Sudan leads in fouls, and this is not a good stat to lead at. Points from turnovers, you can see Rwanda led in this by only 1 point, 14 points from turnovers to South Sudan, 13. Fast break points, you have 10 fast break points for Rwanda. Then in second chance points, you can see South Sudan took the stats with 6 points. Then points in the paint, you can see South Sudan really imposed their size, imposed their strength in points in the paint, 22 points to Rwanda's 8. And points from the bench, you can see Rwanda also showed up pretty well, but it wasn't a huge margin because Rwanda was right behind there by 16. We're looking at the scoring evolution. You can see there are 5 lead changes. This game was neck and neck in the first half, especially the first quarter. But in the second quarter, there was a scoring slump from both teams. They didn't put up as much points in the second quarter. But in the third quarter, you can see they're almost tying it up. But Rwanda had a scoring slump, and another scoring slump followed in the fourth. And South Sudan was just building up on it, and the lead ballooned. And the biggest scoring run South Sudan had was 13-0. The biggest lead South Sudan had 19, and they dominated this game for 21 minutes. And Rwanda 14 minutes. So you can see this game was a chess match between those two teams. They're actually the best teams in East Africa, and they're pretty good. They have 5 total lead changes. Moving into the box score, you can see the South Sudanese team just came out and did their thing. You had Ngor Kwani. He played 29 minutes, 18 points, 7 of 7 shooting, and 4 of 5 from 2-point field goals. 80% from 2-point, 3 of 5 from deep, 60%. Actually, this guy had a pretty good game. And a plus minus for plus 10. 18 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists. So though he struggled, he had 2 fouls, 1 turnover, he had 1 steal, and he actually had a very good game. They've got Duke Jok Kaul, 19 minutes played, 11 points, 50% shooting from the field, and 60% from deep. He had Although he struggled with 3 personal fouls and 2 turnovers, he had 1 steal. He had a plus minus from -2, and those are the 2 guys that stood out. But in the Rwandan team, we can see Nderitu, as I mentioned him earlier, 18 minutes, 12 points, 75% shooting from the field of 6 of 8. 6 of 6 on 2-point field goals, but on the 3 ball, he wasn't able to knock down any. So he finished 3 rebounds. He had 1 foul, plus minus from -8. They've got Kendall Gray, 29 minutes played, 10 points, 4 of 11 shooting, 36.4%, and from 2-point field goals. He didn't attempt a 3, 2 of 4 from the line. He had 6 rebounds, struggled with 2 fouls and a turnover, but he came in defensively with 3 blocks, so that's actually pretty good. So actually this is a pretty good matchup to watch because I actually enjoyed this game, and I'm just looking forward to what South Sudan are going to bring in, because these guys are playing pretty well, and also Rwanda are playing pretty well, and this is just a good matchup to just kick off the tournament. And yeah, I actually loved it. I actually loved seeing Rwanda playing there with South Sudan, because these are 2 almost near heavyweights, and it's actually a good matchup to watch. So yeah, man, if you guys like the video, make sure to leave your feedback down in the comments on what you think about this matchup, what you think about South Sudan, what you think about Rwanda, and also subscribe to the channel, turn on notification post, like the video. I won't mention this again, like the video. And with that being said, man, I'm out. Peace.